Hello, NDLers. Welcome back to another episode of NDL Sportscenter. This is the second episode for Block 5, and we had a really exciting game. Mizzou hosting Alabama. The SEC starting to cannibalize itself. This was a big one. They'll pick up action late in the first half. Milroe dropping back knee finds Ryan Williams deep. Touchdown, Alabama 14-6. Mizzou answering a long kick to cut the lead to 5. Bama driving, but right before the half, the dreaded pick 6, Fry Jr. picking the ball off inside the 10, and he's going to run that all the way back to in the first half. So Mizzou up 16 to 14. And then in half number 2, the Burden making the catch, a pullback, getting the TD. 2-point conversion, Cooper holds on. So 24-14. And then Bama's run game got going. Jam Miller getting to the outside. He had to work a bit to get there, but he's going to take that one back for a touchdown. Bama cutting the lead to 3. Mizzou looking to respond. Theo Weiss making a catch, but the hit stick. Ball comes out. Bama recovers. Direct snap. Jam Miller. Bad pursuit there, and he's able to get all the way down to the 1. And second and goal, Milroe. Nice design play there. Gets into the end zone. Bama retakes the lead, 28-24. Start the fourth quarter. Big third down convert there. This third down, not so good. Miller stops short. And the hash kick. Ooh, barely makes it. Alabama up 7. 2.5 to go. Brady Cook finding his target for the touchdown. So 31 all. And Jam Miller on the screen pass. Big play here. He won't get into the end zone, break the tackle, but gets it down to the 10. Next play, Miller bursting through for the touchdown. Bama up 7. There's 32 seconds to go. Big fourth down. Ooh, tight window throw. Pass is complete. 2nd and 8 with 15 seconds. There's the blitz. Northwheat with the catch. 5 seconds. 4, 3. A little bit closer to the end zone. Last play. 2 seconds to go. 1st and goal. Brady looking. And finally at the end, Weiss Jr. for the touchdown. Mizzou goes for 2, and lurking underneath for the interception is Campbell. Bama survives this one, 38-37. Bama winning on the road, giving Mizzou their first loss on the season. Noel for the Tigers, 140 yards on the ground. Jam Miller, 179. 3 TDs, Ryan Williams, 176 yards. A touchdown on 4 receptions. Next up, we'll head to the AAC, Tulane. Also an undefeated team at home. Tulane taking on the Charlotte 49ers. Tulane looking to stay undefeated. Charlotte coming out hot. Rutledge breaking the tackle, pushing his way inside the 5-yard line, and then 1st and goal. Touchdown, 49ers. Tulane looking to respond. Big third down convert here. Brown over the middle. Gets inside the 20. Next play. And so looking for the end zone. That ball's going to be picked off by Neal. He had quite the impact on this game. He's going to run that back inside the 50-yard line. And Charlotte looking to cash in Brown. But Brown gets in the end zone. 14-0 Charlotte. So Tulane looking to make something happen here. Don't want this one to get out of control. Mensa looking for his tight end on the corner route. Picked off again by Neal. And again, a nice return. Gets inside the 50. And then the end zone found again. So Charlotte up 21-0. Tulane has to make something happen. Mensa. Mario Williams bursting off the line. You have to slow down to catch it, but he makes the catch, and then Mensa keeps it himself. The lead cut to 14. Under 2 to go. RPO. Look at that. Smooth interception by Robinson, and he's able to get into the end zone. But Tulane cutting the lead with step. Right before the half, Hellman with the score, 28-14. Tulane looking to respond. Looking. Brown again, this time cutting back. Works his way inside the 1 second and goal. Fullback gets in. Tulane down 7. 3rd and 11 for Charlotte. It's Tulane making things happen. Howard with the pick. And then getting inside the red zone, but big sack fumble here. The ball recovered by Charlotte. So dodging a bullet, and even bigger, 3rd and 21. Brown drilled, but finding Sean Brown again. It's going to be a big play, not a touchdown. But 2nd and 10. Look at this throw. Dropping it in. Thomas Jr. with the catch for the touchdown. 35-21. 4th quarter, Mensa looking. Finally, by himself, finds Brown. Could stay in bounds, but Tulane making things happen. Mario Williams, RPO, getting into the end zone. Lead cut to 8. 2-point conversion. Mensa flushed out the pocket. Probably could have ran in there. Doesn't. But Fleming not able to hold on to the ball. So it's an 8-point game. Charlotte would respond. The reverse. Thomas planning, cutting upfield, and he's going to get in the end zone. Nice design play there. 42-27. Brown making the catch. Time winding down. Got to hurry. The key throw by Memphis, so it is now an 8-point game. Onside kick, 10 seconds left. They still had their timeout. Could have used timeouts to slow down the clock. But they need the onside kick. Unfortunately, it goes out of bounds. And Tulane also falling from the ranks of the undefeated. They lose 42-34. 3 turnovers by Tulane, 2 by Charlotte. Big game from Max Brown. Those for 365, 3 touchdowns. A good week for Charlotte. They also pick up a win in their other game this block. They beat Memphis 38-35. 2 defensive touchdowns, Dante Balfour and Elijah Colt finding their way to the end zone. Big 3rd quarter, holding on in the 4th for the win. Tulane's other game went better. Defense playing well, up 19-0 going into the 4th quarter, and doing enough to hold on for the win. Mekhi Hughes, 98 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Keith Brown, 108 yards on 6 receptions for a touchdown. Chandler Morris ran and threw for a TD for North Texas. Oregon, undefeated so far. Michigan, slow start to the season, looking to turn things around. Nothing like a conference game to get the juices flowing. Oregon trying to stay atop the Big Ten. Michigan trying to get some momentum going in the second half of the season. They're going to have a tough test here on the road. Gabriel, 2nd and 25. Defense stepping up big. McBurrows, he had a big interception against Georgia earlier in the year. The ball is going to be inside the 40. So even though they're down, they're moving. But big hit on 4th down. So Michigan comes away with nothing. Oregon, Stewart, back of the end zone. Touchdown Ducks, 14-0. Michigan looking to get on the board. 57-yard kick. It's long enough, but it's wide. So still trying to make something happen. They get the ball back though. And Warren, look at that nice route, finding Walker. Touchdown Wolverine, 14-7. Right before the half, Warren again looking deep. Walker open again. It's going to be a 14-14 game. Will that be the score going to the half? Oregon trying not to make that the case. Gabriel finding Johnson. Nice route there. And then the kick at home. 46-yarder. Straight down the middle. So Michigan trailing 3 at the half. Big interception here by Oregon. Going to set them up with a short field. and they're not able to get a lot, but they get enough, that field goal will be good. So Michigan, again, a fourth down, late in the third quarter this time, off to run it. It pays off. First down for Michigan, fourth and goal. Can they get it done twice on the same drive? Fourth down, big call here. And what does Michigan call? Call a pass again. Wide open and just getting into the end zone. So it is 21-20. But Oregon answers. Stewart, deep again. He jumps. The defender lunges out. That's going to be a touchdown. So 2-point conversion. Gabriel finds Dickey, but he dives outside the end zone. That's going to be no good. So Michigan, 4th and 3. Ball is batted down. So touchdown attempt, no good. Big third down, Stewart makes the catch, and then 2nd and 1. Gabriel keeping it himself, slides, and Oregon holds on for the win, 26-21. Gabriel with 3 touchdown passes, all of them to Evan Stewart. He had 255 yards on 7 receptions for Michigan. Donovan Edwards, 102 yards on the ground. Amarian Walker, 148 yards, 2 touchdowns. Northwestern hosting Purdue, looking to bounce back after being knocked in the ranks of the undefeated. Lost to Iowa. They're at home, motivated to get the win. And late in the first, Joseph getting into the end zone. Northwestern up 7-0. Purdue looking to answer. RPO to Jerron Tibbs, good for a touchdown. Oh, game tied at 7. 3rd and 2. Mike Wright keeping it on the option and weaving his way through the defense. He's going to take that in for a touchdown. Northwestern with the lead. And Maccabee finding his way into the end zone. 14 all. 2nd and 23. Look at that catch. A dime. So 21-14. Less than 2 minutes to go in the half. Or looking deep. That ball picked off. Northwestern dodging a bullet there. And then Joseph breaking in the open field. That's going to be his 2nd touchdown of the game. Northwestern up 14. Head to the 3rd quarter. Hudson looking, not finding anyone. Finds his way into the end zone. 28-21. Big blitz. The screen pass. Joseph again breaking free. 3rd touchdown on the day. Northwestern back up 14. And Hudson, risky pass there, throws into double coverage. That's picked off. And it leads to Wright keeping it himself. Bounces it out. Finds the end zone. Northwestern winners 42-28. Northwestern's ground game looking pretty good. 260 yards, 4 touchdowns for Purdue. Deron Tibbs leading the way, 8 catches, 151 yards, and a touchdown. I will head out to the ACC. Louisville hosting Clemson. They've been on a little bit of a slide, looking to bounce back. Clemson undefeated, looking to stay that way. And their first 3rd down. This is going to be a big one. Maffa on the wheel route, finding his way into the end zone. Who knew he had soft hands? No, he has strong ones. 7-0. Tigers. Tyler looking to respond with the rest of his offense. The ball's going to be handed off to Isaac Brown. He gets blasted. Clemson getting the ball back. That's scary. Maffa gets the ball. Doesn't have to break a tackle here. Find his way into the end zone. 14-0. 4th down. 3 pass. Louisville going for it. Tyler looking deep. That ball's going to be knocked down. Things looking a little scary. Maffa again breaking out into the open field and doesn't get touched. Slides through all of that. Finds the end zone for the 3rd time. Clemson winning on the road 41-21. Maffa 319 yards on the ground with 4 touchdowns. Jimmy Callaway leading the Cardinal offense 281 yards on 14 receptions, 2 touchdowns. Big game. Speaking of big games, Head out to the Big 12. Cincinnati hosting undefeated Colorado. A big conference game. Pick up the action late in the first. Sorsby finding Tony Johnson for a touchdown. So 7-0 Bearcats. Colorado looking to respond. Shador's gonna be picked off here. And Derek Canteen, not by much, but able to outrun Travis Hunter. So he returns that for a touchdown. 14-0. Shador sacked on third. So that's gonna make this a 55-yard kick. Tough to make on the road, but hey, at least you're not on the hash. The kick, just didn't get into that one well. That goes out of bounds. So Cincinnati looking to take advantage. Play action right away. Big chunk play to get down the field. A field goal makes it 17-0 right before the half. Shador looking one-on-one. Oh yeah, Travis is making that catch. 17-7 at the half. Cincinnati looking to respond. And Sorsby doesn't see anyone open. He takes off his longest run of the game, 31 yards. Gets the ball down to the 4-yard line. Corey Kiner gets into the end zone, 24-7. CU looking to answer. Hunter, he caught one. Well, technically he caught this one too, but he finds his way into the end zone on the jet touch pass. Cincinnati, though, keeping up with CU. Big play here to Tyron Smith, 69-yard score. Nice play. Cincinnati wins 34-20, so they hand Colorado their first loss of the season. Shador goes for 335, 2 TDs, 3 picks. Sorsby, 10 of 11 for 180, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Have a couple of quick hitters in the Mountain West. Boise State hosting UNLV. It's a 28-24 game, and you see down to the 1. It's a minute 15 to go, so UNLV has to get in the end zone. Quarterback sneak, no good. Deep handoff, no good. Actually a loss. Back on the 2. 3rd and goal. Trying to find his way into the end zone. Can't. And then 4th, blown up. So a goal line stand by Boise State gets them the win at home, 28-24. Genty leading the way, of course, 256 on the ground, 3 touchdowns. But the start of the game, the Boise State defense with the goal line stand. Hang on for the win. Let's talk about a team with some ties to the Mountain West. Washington State. They're not really a Mountain West team, but had a good stretch the last 48 hours against the conference. They went at Hawaii 49-44. The defense also holding on here. Hawaii moving the ball late for the interception to end zone, preserving the win. And then against Boise State, they win at home 37-14. Mateer throwing for 307 yards and 2 touchdowns. Genty with 77 yards on the ground. Looking around the league, Texas Tech winners against TCU 41-30. So the Red Raiders sitting at 8-1 on the season, 5-1 in conference play, still vying for that conference championship bid. North Carolina, maybe literally running away with this game. They beat Virginia 24-0. Hampton, 236 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Johnson, a quiet day for him, just 288 yards and a TD. And the ACC still, SMU picking up a road win against Pitt, 45-24. The Mustang offense with over 500 yards of offense, and Kevin Jennings having about as good of a day as you can have, 16-17, 5 touchdowns. Old Dominion bouncing back after in conference play, looking at the momentum going again after the Virginia loss. They win 59-31 on the road. Devin Roche, what a game. 342 yards, 5 touchdowns. In the battle for Florida, the Seminoles holding off Miami at home, 38-28. Cam Moore leading Miami to an early lead and picking apart the Seminole defense, 452 yards through the air, 4 TDs, but also 4 picks. And that first one, a huge momentum shift in the game. Very lucky. Louisiana Tech beating Sam Houston 20-17. Running game not really working for La Tech, but 333 yards through the air, enough to get the job done. Ole Miss, a really fun game to start the block. holding off Arkansas 31-28. They fall behind early, but the defense stepping up and making plays. Smitty, he's broken that curse. Ole Miss sitting atop the SEC. And another Big 12 game, BYU. This time they play from behind, fall behind early, and they hold on at the end to win 31-20, 383 yards through the air, and forcing 2 turnovers. Kansas State beating Houston 45-24. Avery Johnson, a standout in this game, 270 yards through the air, 4 touchdowns and an interception for Houston. Parker Jenkins, a $131 on the ground, touchdown. Baylor improves to 5-3 with the win on the road. Robertson picking apart the Cowboy defense, 283 yards through the air on 21-24 passes. He also had 2 touchdowns. In the battle of the military branches, at least 2 of them, Air Force winners 31-7. Both teams ran the ball well, running for over 180 yards. But Air Force, a clean game, no turnovers. They're able to get the win. They are now 4-4 on the season. Minnesota picking up a home win in Big Ten action. They beat Illinois 41-28. Starting the game, Darius Taylor, 28 totes for 195 yards, 2 touchdowns in the win. And that's going to wrap up Block 5. Took a look at a lot of games. Couldn't cover everything, but try to cover as much as I could. Remember, if you like your highlights featured in the videos, either send them directly to me or post them in Block's competition that is still ongoing, a chance for you to win some money. Hey, maybe that could pay for College Football 26. Exciting weekend coming up. Game day will be live within the next 2 hours. We have the release pending at some point this weekend for the college football playoffs, so we can kind of see where everyone sits. Exciting times ahead for the NDL. I'll see you with some Block 6 action on Wednesday.